Let's have the graph of this function y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. If we want this function to open the arms down, then like this, then a must be greater than 0. The coefficient of x squared must be greater than 0. But if we want the arms to face down, therefore open up down, then a must be less than 0. And when we have a look at the choices, we see at C y is equal to minus 4x squared plus 7. Therefore the right answer is C. Let's calculate f of 3 and g of 3 respectively. F of 3 is equal to x squared, which is 3 squared, plus 4, which is going to be equal to 9 plus 4, which is equal to 13. And g of 3 is equal to x squared, which is equal to 3 squared again, plus 8. So it's going to be equal to 9 plus 8, which is 17. And f of 3 minus g of 3 is equal to 13 minus 17, which gives out minus 4. Asked f of x minus g of x. Let's do this subtraction. We have 4x squared plus 6x minus 2 as f of x, and g of x is minus 2x squared minus 2, which makes 4x squared plus 6x minus 2 minus 2x squared plus 2, which yields to, these 2's are gone, 4x squared minus 2x squared is equal to 2x squared plus 6x is the answer. Let's find the point where this graph cuts the axis first. Let's find about where it cuts the y-axis, and then we're going to find where it cuts the x-axis. In order to find where it cuts the y-axis, we need to give x as 0, because throughout the y-axis, x is equal to 0. So let's do it. Y is going to be equal to, when x is equal to 0, 0 plus 5. So it's going to cut it at this point. Let's call it 5. And since the coefficient of x is greater than 0, it's positive, the arms will face up. So it's going to be something like this. Therefore, I do not need to calculate where it cuts x, because it won't cut it anyway. This is the answer. We know f of 6 is equal to 9, so let's replace x by 9 in order to find k out. Let's do it. 2 times 6, which is x, divided by 3, plus k is equal to 9, which means this is 2. 4 plus k is equal to 9, which means k is equal to 9 minus 4, which is equal to 5. Now I can replace in my equation k with 5. So actually f of x is equal to 2x over 3 plus 5. So let's replace x by 9 in this function. Then it's going to be equal to f of 9 now is going to be equal to 2 times 9 over 3 plus 5. This is going to be 3, which is going to be equal to 6 plus 5, which yields out 11. F of x is equal to absolute value of x plus 4. This means that when x is greater than 0, this function will be x plus 4, and when x is less than 0, this function will be minus x plus 4. So my breaking point is here at x line. And at 0, the value of this function is going to be 4, because x will be 0. 0 plus 4 is going to be 4. So this point will be my breaking point. From this point, I'm going to have, for onwards, I'm going to have this linear function. And before that, I'm going to have this linear function. That we must solve by looking at the choices. As we already know, direct variation means that the ratio of y to x is constant, like k. And when we have a look at the choices, at B we see y is equal to 9x. And this means that y over x is equal to, then it's going to be equal to 9. So the right answer is this one. Multiply each side by 2. Then what we're going to have is 2y is equal to 3x over 2 times 2 plus 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So these 2's are gone now. And now let's subtract 3x from each side. So these 3x's are gone. So what I have here is 2y minus 3x is equal to 8. We already know 2 points of this function, which are minus 4, y is equal to 0 here, and 0, x is equal to 0 here, and y is equal to 4. So we have 2 points. And if you remember, we have a rule, y minus y1 over y1 minus y2 is equal to x minus x1 over x1 minus x2. Let's apply that. So what we have is y minus, let's say this is the point 1, y minus 0 over 0 minus 4 is equal to x minus, here we have minus 4, so it's going to be plus, over minus 4 minus 0. So this means that we have y over minus 4 is equal to x plus 4 over minus 4. When minus 4's cancel each other out, the answer comes out to be y is equal to x plus 4. When I expand g of x, what I'm going to have is x squared plus 4x plus 4. As we see, x squared plus 4x is already equal to f of x. So I can say that g of x, when I replace this, is equal to f of x plus 4. Linear equations are in the form of y is equal to ax plus b, and there's no x squared in this equation. Therefore, only the choice D matches with this, which is y is equal to x plus 4. Therefore, the only linear equation is y is equal to x plus 4. Here we see that x squared plus 6x plus 9 is actually equal to x plus 3's square. So h of x is actually equal to x plus 3's square. And x plus 3 is equal to fx. So this is equal to, so hx is equal to f of x square.